A lonely garden. Have you ever felt lonely in a crowd or burdened with something in heart where no one else could understand? Jesus experienced deep loneliness in the Garden of Gethsemane, a place where he faced his greatest trial alone. In Luke 22:39, Jesus went out as usual to the Mount of Olives and his disciples followed him. But soon Jesus would be left alone, praying and wrestling with what lay ahead of him. Jesus went to the garden as usual. It shows that he had a habit of seeking the Father in prayer, even when surrounded by friends. His burden was personal. The lesson we learn here is there will be moments in life when God calls you to face things alone, not because He has abandoned you, but because He is strengthening you. In Luke 22:41, Jesus withdrew from his disciples to pray alone. He knew the pain that is waiting for him. His disciples could not understand his burden. Like sometimes, our greatest challenges must be faced alone with God. The people around us might not understand. Like Jesus, you may feel no one understands, but God does understand. In Luke 22:43, an angel appeared to strengthen Jesus. His loneliness led to divine strength. In the moments of loneliness, God often brings strength and clarity in our life. Jesus shows us that solitude that God is powerful. The lesson is when we feel lonely, let's turn to God. He may not remove the struggle what we are facing, but He can strengthen us in our life. In Luke 22:42, Jesus prayed, "Not my will, Father, but yours be done, your will be done." His loneliness led to ultimate surrender to Father. Victory came when Jesus accepted the Father's will. Sometimes our greatest victories come after our loneliest battles. The lesson we learn here is in your lonely garden moments, surrender to God. His plan is always greater than our understanding. Let's conclude. The Garden of Gethsemane was a place of loneliness for Jesus, but it was also the place where he gained strength to face the cross. When we feel lonely or abandoned or misunderstood by the people, remember Jesus. He understands our pain and He will strengthen us. Are you in a lonely garden right now, facing a difficult situation, a painful situation, or an unanswered prayer? Like Jesus, let's seek Father in our loneliness. We will find strength.